What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of the Nachocast. Timing is a little different tonight because it is nearly 2 o'clock in the morning for me, and the boys are all wide awake because it's early morning for them, the lucky bastards. But we're good to go. Let's get into it.
Oh, hell yeah. We like them nachos.
We like them nachos.
We like them
They're
nachos.
spooky.
What a brilliant
We like
fucking
them
thing to come
nachos,
into.
and we like them with a lot of cheese.
Spooky nacho.
The
We like-
spooky nacho.
The irony is this whole thing is fucking named the Nachocast, and I pop into listening to you guys talking about nachos. Stop making me hungry. Fucking cheeky bastards.
It all
We're
started
cheesy. We can't help it.
It all started with hash brown. Go give me balls and tell.
Christ's sake.
Oh my god, if the stream could see my face.
Oh my
God. Fucking.
We're-
hell.
And now I'm getting.
I'm
an
not
ad of
apologizing.
freaking- And now
Hold
I
on,
see
hold
like
on,
an
hold on.
ad. What the hell?
Hold on.
An ad for like nacho fries.
You guys are all crackheads.
What's your point?
Hang on, wait. Did you just say that you
Exactly.
got an? Hang on. Did you just say you got an ad for nacho fries?
Yes.
Fucking Taco Bell.
On your,
Fucking Taco Bell.
when
Thanks
I
again.
pulled up your stream. And the first thing it plays is an ad from Taco Bell for nacho
God
fries.
damn it. God fucking damn it.
Sponsor us, Taco Bell.
Oh my
Because
god.
I had an ad for fucking
Oh
beer.
my god.
You had an ad. Okay, so Shorzy had an ad for a beer. I had an ad for Taco Bell nacho fries.
So
I mean, I had an ad last night for IHOP.
So one of us is a shopaholic, one of us is an alcoholic, and the rest of us are just hungry.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hello Bean, hello. Oh dear. But welcome everyone. We are joined by our usual bunch of idiots, Shorzy, Wade, and Wolf. How's it going,
Yo.
guys?
Hey, how
Are you counting yourself in this quartet of idiots?
I'm the host for the fucking stream. People know me already, fucker.
Wait, who
Fair
are you?
point.
Fuck off.
How'd I get here? Get off my... Wait, who are you? How'd I get here? Get off my lawn.
We're not on your lawn, you're Jesus Christ. Who are these
The
people?
world is my lawn.
Who are these people? I wonder that every day.
Who are you people?
It's just like, who the hell are you? I can't see my forehead.
Who are you? Who are you?
Ugh.
Like, are you? Hey, Patrick, you're mad too?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I can't see my forehead.
His forehead.
Ah, but
So-
for that thing that I say
And this
that I was
is early
saving,
morning crackhead hours.
yes, but the thing that I was saving for, what is up? And I cannot stress this enough. My gamers.
Hey, you too?
Me three. But mine's already open, but whatever.
You know,
I just opened it, but I don't think I caught the sound.
no, I heard it.
Kind of.
I heard it.
Oh, okay.
I heard it. too.
Real crackhead hours, boys.
Yeah. Now it's my breakfast time, Shorzy. It's happy
Wade's
hour
starting to win.
somewhere.
It is.
I was gonna
somewhere, I'll give you that.
Wade's starting off the way he knows best.
You know, actually, you know what
Food.
the funny thing is? You know that energy, you know the energy drink that I like to have, the mother. I'm trying out
Yeah.
a new flavor, and it's called rainbow sherbet or sherbet,
Oh.
whatever what do you want to call it?
Perfect.
Taste the rainbow, bitch.
If you ever
So in other
wanna,
words,
like,
it's drinking Skittles.
yeah. So if you ever want to have somebody like taste a rainbow, get like Skittles tattooed like on your knuckles, so that way you can say "Taste the rainbow, bitch" and knock a motherfucker out. They will never forget that day they got knocked out by the fucking rainbow,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
whether or not it's Pride Month. So there you go.
Taste the rainbow, bitch.
Taste the
love
rainbow, bitch.
There you go, bitch.
God damn. fucking.
Why is it that I can see all of our OCs just having brass knuckles that are colored to look like Skittles?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you can.
you would
Because
have
you can.
Shorzy, you would have one that just has give your balls a tug.
Oh, fuck yeah! And on my knuckles, I'd have it tattooed. Fuck off.
Oh, jeez.
Your knuckle says Cobra. Cobra Bubbles.
Cobra Bubbles. You don't look like the social worker. I'm special in classification.
Okay.
Did you ever kill anyone?
We're
anyone,
getting off the subject.
anyone who doesn't know where that movie is from, educate yourself.
And then
Anywho.
give your place a pun.
Yes, TikTokers.
Then you just got that one person's just like, well, what if I don't have balls? Give your tits a tug. Honk. Honk.
Honka honka.
Hank, Hank.
But just
Anyway.
but
Yeah, I was say anyway.
yeah, but just to catch up on how everyone's been doing, Wade, seeing as you've disappeared for a little bit in terms of
Yeah.
work, why don't you tell us what you've been up to, man?
Other than that, not much. Just constant work. Which since Halloween is coming up soon, so at my workplace we are gonna be doing like a like dress up, whatever. Like our theme this year for work is Harry Potter. So I don't know much of Harry Potter.
What?
I never read the books. I'd never really seen the full like movies.
You're not missing
But
much.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, what? Because we were supposed to do Harry Potter theme last year, but some of us were like, no, like just not feeling it. So we did superheroes last year. So I went as Tony Stark. So I had the Iron Man helmet, I had the Infinity Gauntlet, all that.
That
So
doesn't
this
surprise me in
year,
the slightest.
yeah. So this year is Harry Potter. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I guess I get to cosplay as somebody who I don't know. So I was given the character name Sirius Black.
Oh
Ooh.
my god, no fucking way.
And I'm
You got a
like,
good
In other
one,
words,
man.
better
And-
characters of that whole series.
yeah. So I'm like, I don't know who this guy is, but I just look him up. I'm like, okay, well, looks pretty cool. Like I like the way the guy dresses or whatever. So I pretty much already have like majority of the clothing. So I'm like, okay, maybe I could just find a vest or something. That's all I need, and boom. Like I'm not gonna go all out. I'm not gonna.
Just get yourself a prison outfit. It's perfect.
Yeah, that too. Other than that, what else? Finally recovered from being sick. Um,
He had the Spanish
Not-
flu.
yeah, I had the Spanish flu, and then it turned into bronchitis.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was sick for a good month.
You got it good then.
Yeah,
Seems
so
like
it's
seems
gonna
like
be a
everyone
while
was
till I
getting
get-
pretty crook.
Yeah, and like I
Wow.
haven't, and I haven't been sick like since like 2009, like flu wise, like I haven't had the flus like in over 10 years.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I don't know. Other than that, not much else. Although something weird did happen last night. Um, I don't know what the fuck. Because I remember like I was inside, and then when I went outside to my balcony area, my balcony area, randomly there was like two water bottles on my chair and a little box that had like two beer cans in it. And I'm like, okay. And I have like a clear uh container or like a plastic tote that's also on my balcony. It looked like somebody went through it because I have a bunch of junk in there. Looked like somebody went through it and they pulled a box that I had in there. That was a box from my USB studio mic.
So
So they pulled that out thinking like there was gonna be a microphone in there, but it's empty. And a plastic bag that had a bunch of like bandages and gauze and shit. I'm like, who's going through my shit?
It's like so someone went through your rubbish bin expecting to
Yeah,
find shit.
something.
How much
I
of a
mean, I have my.
fucking how much of fucking people are oh my god.
I have no
I'm very
idea, and
tired.
that's because and that's because my old laptop is in there too. That they didn't take that,
Like
and
if you find a piece of technology that is in the bin, there's two reasons for it. A, they don't know how to work it, or B, it's fucking broken and doesn't work.
yeah.
Although
So,
the
anyways,
parts are still salvageable.
yeah. But the only random thing was like, why is there two water bottles and on my chair on my balcony with two beer cans? And I'm like, what the hell? So I I pull out one of the beer cans, and it just felt like like I don't know what kind of gunk it was. Like it was like a dark reddish, blackish. I'm like, ew, like what the hell? So I just like threw it down, washed my hands. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yeah,
I threw everything
Jesus.
away. And as I'm coming back upstairs, and I'm like, and I kind of gasped, like, oh no, like what if they? And I had the Nightmare Before Christmas reef.
Oh,
The
your
one with the
reef, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I have that hanging above my my little I guess little lantern thing.
They didn't
So I'm
take it,
like,
did
oh
they?
no, thankfully,
Oh,
thankfully not,
fuck.
because that was like it just like it snapped as I was coming back upstairs. Like shit, I look and it's still there. I'm like, oh, thank fucking god.
I was about to say.
So nothing, yeah, nothing was stolen. It's just like, what the fuck? Like somebody was on my balcony last night, like, and I didn't even know because I had my headphones on. So yeah, yeah. I was inside. I had my headphones on, and I was watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
No worries,
How
B.
was it?
Um, I didn't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mind actually.
If he's not
So
raving
pretty
about
decent?
it, it's not spectacular, but it's decent by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I would say decent. It's like almost a 2 hour long movie.
Does it
Uh,
does it do the franchise justice?
um,
From what you've
there.
know of it.
From what I know, like I feel like the lore, like they changed it up a bit, like and story wise, like it's completely about like I guess the security guard mainly because he's trying to find his little brother and all the stuff. But you do see some cameos, uh, and I think you hear a cameo towards the end.
Ooh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because like I've not seen the movie, but I've people posting clips and all sorts of shit on TikTok, so you're bound to see a whole bunch of shit. I know
Oh yeah.
Matt Pat was in there, the guy from Game Theory.
Yeah,
There was and there was something about the movie being PG rated. Is that
it's
correct?
PG-13. Yeah, PG-13.
That see the issue I have with that was the fucking
Oh god.
vindictive. Thank you very much for the follow. The issue I have is the lore with FNAF is really fucked up. That oh you can
Yeah.
It
excuse
has a
me, hang on. This dude,
dark.
no, you can fuck right off. Another fucking spam bot. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah, no, like with the whole like FNAF like lore, like it's supposed to be like dark. But like with the movie, like I feel like because like anything that's from a video game to a movie, they're always gonna change something, you know?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
always gonna change something. But
And
but
that's
like I said,
fair.
like
I get that.
yeah. But and then when I saw it was PG-13, I'm like, okay. And it's like the same folks who did that movie Megan. And that movie was kind of trippy.
Megan?
Yeah, the little robot
Like next
girl.
gen Chucky.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
not
yeah,
seen it,
that
but I did
robot
see a
girl.
clip. Yeah, I did see a clip
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. So I've seen a trailer or a clip. Like the same people who did that movie Megan did Five Nights at Freddy's.
Ah, okay, that's
So
Oh.
so I thought like, okay, this should be good because Megan looked like a trippy movie and it's a robot animatronic. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. Um, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it's good. Like, I'd say it's decent. Like, I don't mind the movie.
Oh, that's fair.
And yeah, and I don't know. And I think it was produced by like, who's the creator of FNAF? Like Scott something.
Scott something. I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
say Scott Pilgrim, but no, that's not right.
No.
No.
No, Scott, yeah, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently
Yeah.
he was like the executive producer for the movie.
Nice.
Well, if he signed off on everything, because by the looks of it, he probably would have been quite hands-on with how everything went. But
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
the other thing is like a lot of people are pissed off because of the fact that it was PG-13, but given the fact of
Mm.
how fucked up the lore of FNAF is, people are
Right.
expecting a lot. There was this one
Yeah.
scene that, and spoilers for
Yeah.
people who haven't watched it, there was this clip that I saw of this, I'm assuming a teenage girl, I'm pretty sure it was the bear, Freddy.
Mhm.
Yep.
A hand pops out, pulls her in, and full on bites her body
Oh yeah.
in half.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, chomped her in half.
So they did. Oh, so they did that. But okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I would,
Yeah, but you don't really see like gore or like blood or anything like that.
That's what I've
Like,
also
like
heard.
that part that Remorse just mentioned, that scene, that was pretty much like the only, like, I guess, somewhat graphic part of the entire movie. That's
Hmm.
it.
Because like from what I've heard from a buddy of mine in one of my Nerf groups, he says that it was actually, in his honest opinion as a parent, he said that I thought this was a good way to introduce like a younger kid to like the horror genre without like scarring them for life.
Mhm. Yeah.
no,
But
don't be a
I
pussy.
haven't seen
Get
it,
him to
so
watch the Saw series.
oh
Oh my
jeez.
god. Oh my god.
too quick.
I'm a vindictive piece of shit. What the fuck do you mean?
Yes, you are.
Oh my god.
No. If you hold on, if you really want to scar people, first off, have them watch every Quentin Tarantino movie, then the
Oh,
Saw
jeez.
movie.
That's not a horror film though. It's got to be horrific. You got to scar the. Oh Jesus, no. Moving on.
No,
Moving on.
stop. Stop. Pause.
The FBI is knocking at my door.
Oh my god.
You deserve that. Deserved.
Oh Jesus
But like,
Christ.
I
And
guess like, yeah, but I guess, okay, I guess like, speaking
Or
of like,
anybody who is watching, who watches this after the stream, whoever watches this, we are not condoning you scar your kids.
Yes, we are not.
No.
maybe a little. Maybe a little.
We
I'm
are
just
not.
kidding.
Okay, we are not encouraging
mentally
you to
scarred, mentally
s-
scarred, not physically.
We are not encouraging
Exactly.
mental or physical
No!
scarring of children. This is a joke. This is a joke.
This is
In-game,
all
in-game,
jokes.
in-game.
Calm the fuck down.
Everything we say are complete jokes.
Oh my god.
We are
You do this shit, you're part of the problem.
we are evolved court jesters.
Pretty much.
Where's Jester when you need him?
Oh my god.
No.
This is like a this is not your therapy type of podcast.
No,
No, it is not.
not entirely
This
true.
is the shit you watch after therapy.
No, this is the shit you watch just to have a laugh and just realize people are just as equally fucked up as you are.
Exactly.
Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but still fucked up in some sort of sense.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Hmm
But with laughs.
Yeah. So also like another movie which I would say you could watch it once is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh my god. Hang on.
Oh,
that
I
was a
got a story with that one.
That was a trailer that came out, what, like 5-6 years ago?
It felt like a while back, but like maybe like last year, like when they kind of like finalized the movie, but like it wasn't supposed to be released in the US. I mean, it eventually it did, but it was, I think it was only released somewhere Europe. I want to say Norway. I could be wrong. Where the whole Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey thing. I'm like, okay, I thought it was a little interesting, and then when I finally see like, I guess like photos of like the characters, how Winnie the Pooh looks, how piglet looks, and I'm like, what?
See,
What the fuck?
see, I remember a trailer about that coming out like many, many years ago. I think I was like
Uh-huh.
maybe 20 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember probably not even a trailer, maybe even just like pictures, and then like a couple of years later after that, then a trailer came out, and then recently, as you mentioned it, now thinking about it, it finally comes out. I'm just
Yeah,
all I can think is just like, how long has this movie been in fucking production, and why? But
must have been forever.
but please explain because now you've got me curious.
So I mean, the movie's bad. The
Yeah.
movie is bad. Like the movie's like not even like an hour and a half long. It's not even scary. You could tell like the gore or like the blood splatter is CGI.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the concept is there. Like, like Christopher Robbins, he leaves, and then the animals, they pretty much like they felt abandoned, and they were alone. Then I don't know, and something about like, oh, they're like mutated, like abomination, blah blah blah, humanoid, blah blah blah. I'm like, what? It's like, okay, whatever. And like, I mean, you could like, if you want to watch the movie, it's fine. It's on Peacock now, but I would say you could watch it once and then never have to see it again.
I feel like if it's been in production for that long and you telling me it's shit because you've got like a decent idea of like what's a good movie to watch,
Mhm.
I don't feel like it's worth watching in the first place if it's in that regard.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty much one of those like
uh,
again one of those cheesy ass horror movies where it's like if there's danger in front of you, run away. Don't walk up to it. Like hey, let's go hide by behind the wall of chainsaws over there. Just like stupid shit
fucking,
like that. Like that's almost every single stupid fucking horror movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like
did
So
you just,
another
did you just
he
quote the
falls and
Geico
breaks her
commercial?
fucking-
I think he did. I think he just
He
quoted the
did.
fucking Tycho commercial.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what did I say?
There's the whole like, oh, let's hide behind
Oh
the wall.
yeah. That's what I was
That
thinking.
one.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, why can't we just get into
All right.
the running
The
car?
car.
It's just like
To be fair, that's something we would do.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
yeah, we're dumb. We
Yeah.
are
So
100%
like,
dumb.
but the only thing I could say about the Blood and Honey movie, like the only like dark part of that movie is Christopher Robbins
Almighty.
being tortured by Winnie the Pooh, being whipped on his back with Eeyore's tail.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
like
that was
the
a thing.
darkest part of the movie. So I'm like, okay, like I like the whole movie should have been dark like that.
So they had a
And
concept and they fucked it.
yeah,
Pretty much.
and the ending
It's
was like the ending was just so fucking stupid.
Jesus.
it's I would just kind of compare that movie to like all the Bollywood superhero movies that have ever been made, and
Oh
just
my god.
like and just categorize it with that where it's like it's a good concept, but the execution like was just failed.
It's just like
Yeah.
overly done with like some dude pulling in like hundreds of guns of like pistols, SMGs, assault rifles with his mind. He's just standing
Yes.
there cross-armed with sunnies on, and he's shooting
Exactly. Yes,
back at like
exactly.
all these people, and none of the bullets kill them. It's just like flying by them as if he's meant to do that. It's just like no, that is not how bullets work. Those people would be turned into
That's not how
paste.
any of it worked.
No.
Yeah.
But
What was
I got
that other
to
movie? Yeah, what was the other movie? It's like, oh, Curve the Bullet or whatever.
Oh
Wanted.
yeah. Oh,
Wanted.
Wanted. Yeah.
That movie was trash too. But anyways,
I gotta
yeah.
I gotta tell you guys because like
It's a good
so with Blood and
pastime.
Honey.
This should be good.
So I found this out kind of indirectly. So you guys know with what I do for work, I'm an educator,
Yeah.
Right.
and a teacher played that for their students,
Hang on.
Oh God.
Hang on.
not knowing.
They played Blood and Honey
Yes.
Oh my god.
And
This.
what grade was this class?
This was elementary.
Oh
Dude,
no.
there are boobies in the movie.
I know, and I'm like, I don't know if this is true or not, but supposedly this teacher still has a fucking job, and I'm like, are you serious?
Hang on.
My
What in the concept of a movie that literally says blood and honey did they think was a good idea to show a entire
So
elementary class?
okay, I
Well,
don't know all
speaking
the
of knowing
details,
the game,
but all from what I've heard through the grapevine is that they only heard the Winnie the Pooh part. Like somebody had said to them, "Hey, there's this live action Winnie the Pooh movie,"
Oh my.
but they never went in. But like that's the
they
only
probably got
part
the
they
wrong
heard.
movie.
the
They
details.
probably,
Exactly.
yeah, I think they got the wrong movie. They're probably thinking of the
Oh,
Christopher
Yeah.
Robin's movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So yeah, but past that, I don't know the full details. But when I heard about this, I was just like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me with this shit!"
Oh my god.
It's like bringing in
What?
it's like bringing in an X-rated movie to an elementary school. It's just like we're gonna learn about sex education. It's just like what?
Like
No.
forget the birds and the bees, kids.
Right.
Now we gotta talk about the birds and the bees and the bees and the birds and the birds are now the bees and the bees are now the birds and the birds can be bees and the bees can be birds.
Yep. So fuck
Pretty
off. Story.
much.
Fuck that shit. Oh my god.
Anyways, so yeah, so what about you, Remorse? What have you been up to this month?
Pretty much the same, really. Oh, actually, not entirely true. So aside from working my ass off, one of the best things that I did recently was with my family. Went to a Ghost concert, which was fucking
Mariana.
Oh,
Mariana Cross. Oh,
Sorry, I had to.
no, I don't blame you. One of my since going and seeing them live, actually, some of the shenanigans that we got up to was absolutely fucking hilarious. We met some really cool people while we were in line, and we were hanging out for a couple hours, and they were supposed to have a starting band for them,
mm-hmm.
and then the main band Ghost was going to play. But because, and they were telling us it was like, oh, technical difficulties and all that shit. So at the end of the night, they told us, it's just like, look, we apologize for the band that was supposed to play before us, but with this entire setup that they have, it's like this big cathedral looking theme that they have. It took way too long to set up, and that's why they kept getting delayed. And
Damn.
they gave the band a big shout out. It says, look, we apologize to the bands they were supposed to play. Please go listen to their music. They're really, really good. All that jazz.
Yeah.
So while we were waiting in line and all this stuff was happening, we finally get inside. We showed our tickets, all that jazz. We're hanging out. As we go in, there's this bar that we walk past, and my brothers and my sisters are just like, yo, we should grab a drink or something. It's just like, well, shouldn't we eat something first? Because, like, we had something like maybe 2, 3 hours ago. We've all gone to the
Right.
toilet. We're all starving.
Yeah.
And we can smell something like really delicious, and we don't know where it's coming from. And we find this set of one of us goes off exploring. They come back with this thing of popcorn, and I'm just like, you know what? You guys stay right here. I'll be right back. So I came back with like 3 things of popcorn and a thing of chips with tomato sauce. And my brother buys off to get me and him a beer. My sisters, they go to get gin, and she went back again. She got me a gin as well, so we got a little tipsy before the night. And when we finally get it on to the stage floor, right? They have this big sheet that's supposed to come down and like cover them so they can get on stage and then start playing. The sheet got stuck, and so they had to bring it all the way down untangle it, and then bring it all the way back up.
Yee.
Everybody was
Yeah.
pissing themselves laughing. We were like, we could hear some people were getting like antsy or like pissy or whatever, but people were just telling them to shut the fuck up. It was just like, just
Yeah.
have some fun and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were just
So
seeing
was
all
it
these like stage workers just come on stage, and every time people were just like, oh, yay!
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I participated in one of those or two.
Yep.
My favorite,
Yep.
my favorite part of that before the main show started was someone, when they finally started raising the sheet, someone had sort of like pushed on the sheet to like really send it forward. Whole crowd just goes, woo, yeah, woo! Started yelling and screaming. The stage workers behind it, they've lost it. They cannot keep it together. They're laughing so much.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. And
It's not even the actual show. They're just being entertained by a big old sheet.
yeah, exactly. If I find the TikTok, I'll send it to you guys.
Oh my god.
Uh,
So is this is this like an indoor or an outdoor venue?
This was an indoor venue, this one.
Indoor. Oh, okay, gotcha.
The
And
only
did you have to travel pretty far or no?
Oh
It
no,
pretty
this was
close?
in the city. So where me and my brother live, we live an hour away ish between the city. We had to sort of like travel a little extra because it's like on the like near the coast. Oh,
Right.
sorry, the city itself is on the coast, but more specifically towards where the beach is, right? And so
Gotcha.
we get there. It's sort of like city central.
hmm
The only downside to that entire night, which this was like, oh god, this still pisses me off. I was really, really looking forward to them playing Mary on a Cross because, you know, like, it's a good song. I love it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They play the song. They're getting into it. This fuckwit who had been bothering us for like about half an hour grabbed onto my fucking jacket and started pulling me.
What?
He had so he had like
Was
tried
he
to.
drunk?
He was on something. We don't know what he was on. That's the thing.
No.
He had just,
There's always that one.
yeah. So
Yep.
I was sort of like standing right next to my brother, and he puts his arms around me and my brother's shoulders. And he's just like, "Oh, she's like, can I cut? I need to talk to you guys about something." It's just like my brother being like this, like 6 foot tall, built like a
Oh,
brick
yeah,
shit house dude.
yeah,
He's just
yeah.
like, dude, you need to get the fuck off us and go away.
Yeah.
Second time he bothered my brother again. He's just like, dude, fuck off. Like he was like death
Whoa.
staring him, just like go the fuck away. Third
Yeah,
time they start playing Mary on a Cross. This dude's fucking yanked me from my jacket, pushing in, fucking shoving and
Jesus.
shit. And I've ripped my fucking arm back, ready to take a swing at him. My brother's
Yeesh.
pulled me back and fucking gotten between me and him, and he's just like fucking. He's pissed. He's like
Yeah,
in
like,
this dude's
dude,
face, just like you need to go. You need to
like
fucking
fuck
leave,
off already,
otherwise you
dude.
and
Like,
me will be
fuck you
getting
3
kicked out.
times. Yeah.
I can't
Damn.
remember the last time I've seen my brother so fucking pissed. But that dude quickly fucked off.
Yeah.
We got back to it,
Yeah.
but I was still kind of bummed out for the rest of the song. And then towards the end of that, they finished the song. They have this thing where when they think, where everyone sort of thinks that they're finished, people sort of like cheer, encore, encore. And you know
Yeah.
what most bands will do, they play one more song. They
You
played
want one more? You want one more?
they played 3 more songs.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yep.
So how long was the concert?
So it was supposed to go from like uh 8 till 11 or like 9 to 11. This went on from like 9 to 12:30 at night.
Oh
Damn,
man.
that's pretty good then, actually.
I think.
Well, at least you got your, I want to say you kind of got your money's worth.
Oh,
besides
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Besides that fuckwit.
Like the fuckwit was
Fuck
like
that
the
guy.
only downside to that, but other than that, everything else was fucking great. And as we're making our way home back to my brother's place, He's
Mhm.
in no particular order. He's just looked up a Ghost playlist, hit shuffle, cranked it up, and we were just listening to Ghost and singing along. I knew none of the lyrics to any of their songs
You just make
when we got
sounds.
to the concert, and I'm listening out and I'm jamming with them, and I'm listening to the lyrics, and when they play the choruses again, I can sing along to it.
Mhm.
There was
Love
one
that feeling.
song that we play that he that he kept playing over and over again, which was "Darkness in My Heart."
Mhm.
It's this real like love. It sounds like a love song, but really isn't. We were singing that
Okay.
song over and over again, and we loved it. We still do.
Yeah.
Um,
That's badass though.
oh yeah, it was
Fucking
fucking great.
awesome, man.
And I've got my next concert that I'll be going to in December, which will be Good Things, which will have a whole bunch of people. They have Limp Bizkit, Fall Out Boy, Corey Taylor, I Prevail,
Nice.
Slaughter
Oh,
to
nice.
Prevail, and a whole bunch of other people. And it works
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
with the timing as well, because from
Wait,
the
Limp
first,
Bizkit is still a thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
Is it still Fred Durst?
I have no idea. But
That's weird.
from the 1st of December is when the gig starts to the 16th, I'll be house sitting for my brother. So this worked perfectly because his house is like more closer to the city. So what I
Yeah.
can do is just leave my shit at the house, fuck off to the city, attend the concert, and just come straight back. So I'm
There you
fucking
There you
go.
pumped.
go. That's
Yeah,
what's up, man.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
what have I
That's
been?
badass.
Another thing that was pretty cool. For the business I work for, we've got a new office in another town that's sort of like 15 minutes away from us. So we've got two
Oh.
offices and a warehouse where we store the cars and a whole bunch of products that we use. So yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
business is looking good. Things are going well.
Nice, man.
And last thing, this time next year, I will be applying to join my country's military as a armored crewman.
Hey, that's
Oh,
pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, man,
good.
it's gonna be great.
Cool. You looking forward to it?
I'm fucking nervous as shit.
Yeah,
I
you'll be
mean,
alright.
it's understandable. Understandable.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say you'll be alright.
Because
Yeah.
the biggest part was just I say this time next year because I'd applied joining like 3 years. No, it was 2 years ago, and
Mhm.
my application was knocked back. And I'll spare you the rest of the details. And they said, look, try again in 3 years. Just then see how you go. So I was like, all right, you know what? Fair enough. I had a conversation with my brother and a mate of his who had come to visit, and I was just like, you know what? I still want to join the army, but like, I don't know what to do. So we went back and forth for a little bit, and we talked about it for like, I think, 3 hours, and I
Mhm.
eventually made up my mind, and yeah, armored crewman is the way to go.
Good. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you,
looking
Well,
so
forward
you
to
fuck
it.
got your so you got your sights on something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Cool. Yep. And what about you, Shorzy? What's been going on this past month?
He's been giving his balls a dug.
Besides that.
No,
Well, I did go to my first Ren Fair.
I did see
Oh,
that.
how did that go?
Please
How did it
give
go?
us details.
Yeah.
How was it?
Okay,
He
so
failed the crusade.
getting there,
He
we
couldn't
just say getting there
he
was a
couldn't
pain
roll
in
a
the
20.
ass.
He couldn't roll a 20. He rolled a 1.
No, I rolled on a 5.
All right, sorry. Continue.
Sorry, go ahead, dude.
So I the real trouble for going to the Ren Fair was getting there because
jeez.
it's in the next town over from me,
Which is how like,
Dorchester, Ontario.
and that's like what, an hour, half hour?
Walking is 4 hours away from my house.
You walked?
Jesus.
I did not walk the full way.
I was about to say. How
I
did
was
you
say,
get
what
there?
is wrong
Man,
with walking?
Man's just trying to
here's
get his
what
steps
happened.
in.
Let me explain what
Like-
happened.
I was say, walking.
took-
You trying to make your own Lord of the Rings movie?
So what happened was, mind you, I'm in full gear again.
Oh,
So
God.
I walk. I'm pretty much. I take a couple buses to the East End. I'm getting compliments out the wazoo already. So already I'm happy. Even the bus driver's just like, "Did you make that big ass sword?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah." He's like, "Just don't go swinging it in my bus, and we're good." Me, I.
I, I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's logical,
Yeah.
but fair.
Oh, big time. But we're just having a conversation. I get on I get on another bus to at least get close to Dorchester so that it's not so like a intercommunity bus.
Mhm.
Find out I hopped on the wrong bus.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh no.
So I pretty much end up walking from like the outskirt, like the most east part of London, Ontario, to Dorchester. I just make it into Dorchester. And keep in mind, I have my headphones in. I can't hear shit. I can't even hear the freaking cars whizzing past me. That entire walk, which one stretch was 30 miles. I'm going to say that much.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. And I'm doing this in full gear with a giant with my giant ass Viking sword, looking like I just murdered somebody
Uh-oh.
with it. Everybody, I get a few guys going, like looking out their window going, "Is that thing real?" I go, "No, keep going."
She's like, did you kill somebody? It's just like, why? You want to be next?
Oh my god.
No.
Like,
Meow.
want to fuck around and find out?
So
I get into Dorchester. I just get into Dorchester. I'm like 5 blocks away from the event site, and some guy honks his horn right next to me, going, "Hey, you heading to the festival?" I go, "Yeah, hop on in."
hey,
Me, what was your first clue? I was heading to the festival. He goes, "Well, I mean, your tunic, the sword, and like, I'm pretty sure the sword was the big
Giveaway.
indication, huh?"
Big giveaway.
Yeah, like a giant ass fucking giveaway.
Dead
giveaway.
giveaway. Dead
It
giveaway.
Yeah, giveaway.
Take away.
was a dead giveaway, my brother. But yeah, no, it was actually kind of fun. And they had like LARPing fights going on.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I got my ass handed to me a few times.
This doesn't surprise
Oh.
me.
No. I mean, the one guy wanted the nuts out of me twice. He literally got me in the nuts twice.
He gave shows he got his balls given a tug.
Why? Why does he keep
Fucking
kicking me in the dick?
my ribcage.
Oh man.
But, I did see some jousting, so that was fun. One of the knights even offered, "Hey, you want to give it a shot?" And I'm like, "No."
She's just like, no thanks, I choose life.
Right?
Not only do I choose life, I do not look good in plate mail.
Oh man. So how was the food at the Ren?
Actually, fucking delicious. Like, they had a full fucking ham hock.
Oh Jesus.
What the hell?
Like a
Ooh.
smoked and rotisseried ham hock. And I kid you not, for $3.
What?
What?
I am like,
$3?
dude, breakfast! My friends are, like, some friends I had actually just seen, like, the day before,
Mm-hmm.
are just like, wait. Like, they're in line ahead of me. I can smell the I can smell the pig roasting, and I'm just like, ham hock?
It's like like in the old cartoons, like when they smell something so delicious, whatever, they like float and just go with the scent.
The scent
They
of it
start
is just
levitating.
What was
Yeah,
even funnier? What
they
was
just
even
levitate
funnier?
towards the smell.
What was even funnier is I had completely put it out of my mind that two of my friends, mainly the one that gave me my big ass black trench coat,
Mm-hmm.
he was working the gate.
oh my god, no way.
What?
You
And he
You
let
lucky-
me in, didn't even realize because I had my mask down. And he's like, wait a fucking second.
lucky
Can
fuck.
you stop?
Oh my god.
Holy fucking
You lucky
shit.
fuck.
Oh,
Right?
lucky
He's
fuck.
like, dude,
It's like that
he
fucking
just freaking...
it's like that Spider-Man meme. It's just like that man is imposter.
oh yeah.
Impossible.
Oh man.
Oh Jesus Christ.
So you were only there for a day, or no?
Yeah. I was there for the day.
Okay, so you went through all that shit just to get there. How the fuck did you get back?
same way he got there.
Hold on. No, I didn't walk back. I actually got a lift from a buddy.
Oh, that's a fucking
Oh,
relief.
okay.
Funny enough,
Yes.
I just posted a picture. That buddy in chat. In the
Oh, this
that guy. That guy gave me a lift back.
The irony. I love it. I love it.
Right?
That's
oh
so
my
fucking good.
god. That's great.
One Crusader down, 27 legions to go. I love it. That's fucking
Tell
great.
like I'm just
Awesome.
so proud of what I've done.
That's
He looks
awesome.
so pleased with himself. He's got a big shit-eating grin on his face. And you
Oh
can't
my
see it.
god.
But by far, hold on, let me post some of the other pictures I've got here. Just for context here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I literally took this picture just as this bird looked at me.
Oh, is that with you
I
and the
kid
hawk?
you not. Yeah, that fucking eagle fucking looked at me
Oh,
just
the eagle,
like,
my bad.
motherfucker.
It's just like,
Did you just take a picture of me?
it's just like, bitch, I'm gonna
You
fucking
son of a bitch.
bitch, I'm gonna
Oh
pick
my
your fucking
God.
eyes out.
That's fucking awesome.
That's amazing. That is a gorgeous bird, though.
He's like,
It is.
I see you.
I gotta kill you.
You know what
I
you
see you. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, well, what you doing there?
And,
I see what you doing.
And I don't.
One of the
fucking
things,
like
and I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that have always fascinated me, and like some of the things I've always want to see like live,
it.
are like fire breathers and sword swallowers. And I actually got a chance to take pictures and meet them.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Sweet. That's a fucking
Two more
Ren fair for you.
pics for you guys. And like they're actually lovely
sick.
people. Right?
They usually are.
Oh,
Mhm.
damn. Oh, damn.
Right?
She holding the fire so fucking close. You know she likes it fucking kinky.
That's
Hey,
actually on her tongue.
what that throat do.
Well, never mind what that throat do, what that tongue do. Jesus, she's
Oh my
she's on
God.
her tongue is on fire. Literally.
Well, like,
Fucking fire breather.
Fucking oath.
right?
That's insane. That is insane.
But that crisp blade I'm holding actually has an antler for the hilt, and I'm just like,
Fucking hell.
right? It would be like the one type of actual sword I have is Chris with antler, and I'm like, God fucking damn it!
Fucking
Oh.
hell, man. That's amazing.
Still
Yeah.
looked like you had a really, you had a blast, a really good time.
Oh, I really did. It was fun as all hell.
Hell yeah. All right. And so Wolf, what have you been up to this month?
I know what this motherfucker did.
Oh.
I'm fucking jealous.
Literally,
What
okay,
hasn't
so
been
literally,
done?
Fuck you, Wolf.
I've
Just fuck
literally
you.
just been, I've literally just been working. Hold on, like working at
No.
obviously
That's
both
not
my
all.
jobs.
That's not all that you got
No,
up
no, no,
to.
let me. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I actually had, because I actually have to tell this. I had a really, really wholesome moment a couple nights ago. I went to my nephew's football game, and my God, this kid fucking busted his ass. And as soon as the game was over, like he's dapping up all his teammates and he's saying hi to his family and shit. Then he comes over to me and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not dapping you up." He's like, he opened his arms up. I'm like, "Oh, okay, we hugging, okay."
Aw.
And
Oh,
I'm just like, I'm telling him, I'm like, "Dude, I'm so fucking proud of you." And he's like, "I only made 3 tackles." I'm like, "I don't give a shit. You played." I'm like, "Dude, you fucking worked your ass off. I don't give a
No.
shit." So
I don't give a shit.
had
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. Did that, had that wholesome moment, and also helped out Al with some stuff.
hmm
Here, I'll post it right here. We actually worked on a couple on a sword prop, and my God,
Let's have a look.
it's so beautiful.
Oh Jesus.
I really want to remake that. I really do.
That looks like
I
something.
can tell you do.
Oh,
You know what that actually
Like,
reminds
I've
me
been-
of? It reminds me of something, a blade that Riddick would use.
Right?
The light
I've
one
actually got
reminds
the
me of like
blade.
something like Sub-Zero forged out of ice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's what I've been wanting to like. I want to do like, I kind of want to paint it to where it's like the glass sword from Skyrim.
Yes.
That actually would be pretty cool.
And I actually want to paint one up to make it look like kind of icy, kind of like Sub-Zero-ish.
Yeah.
You still a bitch.
Yeah. And then also, I did a photo shoot recently.
Oh, I know.
Was this
what
something
you're
that you posted in the main chat?
talking
Yes,
Can you post some of the pictures in here just so the chat can see?
absolutely. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I got you.
Those
Give me
were
one
really-
second.
Those are really good ones.
So I did it with my buddy Marvin, also known as Hero Hotties. So if y'all should definitely check him out. Absolutely amazing, down to earth guy. Absolute wizard with a camera. And I just figured, it's spooky season. Let me just bust out, Dark Raven mask. And I figured, why not bring out the new Time Jumper as well?
Oh hell yeah.
And I think I actually got like a whole backstory ready for him, which I'll
we
probably tell you guys about that later because that's gonna take a while.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'm really happy with how everything came out. My favorite ones are, if you look at the ones with the plague mask, where I'm like kind of like the head tilting and just like coming out of the bush and whatnot. Those are like my favorite ones.
Yep.
Totally not a creeper. No.
Yeah, no,
Totally not gonna kill you in your sleep.
Just popping out
not
of
at
the
all.
bush.
Could I
Popping out of the bush. Hey, how are you?
could I make a
Like,
suggestion?
what are you doing here? I want waffle
That's a
fries.
badass shot right there.
Could
With
I
your back
Oh,
turned.
yeah.
Can I make a
Oh, yeah, no,
suggestion
I love
for
that one.
your character for this particular shot with your back turned?
Yes.
When you go for a more forward-facing shot, if you're after like a different sort of jacket for him,
Mhm.
I won't say a full black one because obviously if you're doing this sort of shoot in the dark, it's obviously going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Probably like with a hood on it.
Mhm.
That would be pretty cool. If you had a hood for that, that would have been pretty cool.
See, I'm still looking around for one. So, like, and you guys know with all of my OCs, like, they go through different phases and shit. And then, like, before I finally decide, like, okay,
It's not
this
a phase,
is the look.
Mom.
Is that a phase, ma'am?
It was
Not
a
a
phase.
phase. Not a crusty
But-
crab.
But yeah, I mean, that's
Jesus.
really about it for me. Like, I was like, the thing with my buddy is just like he's a busy dude, and obviously he takes amazing photos, and the fact that he was just like, yeah, I've got this time, like we can do it this night. And I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, shit, I'm about to actually do something with my buddy. Like, hell yeah.
That's
See,
pretty cool,
like,
man.
Hell yeah.
So I'm a little jealous that you have, a closer connection to a photographer that like my photographer. He no longer lives in my city. He's moved like towards
Yeah.
like next to the Houston area,
Oh,
which is
jeez.
like 4 maybe something hours away. So the only time that I get to see him is when it's at a con. So
Yeah.
like but yeah, with him, like he they go by Weather Studio. I think it's called Weather Studios. But anyway, so he's done all my photos, and great guy, very down to earth. He's very creative. Like, yes, I could put my input of what I want to do, but really, I just let him,
Yep.
just do what he feels like. Okay, okay, we could do this, we could do that. Here, let me stand at this position. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let's use these props, all this stuff. Here's the bubble gun, which you
Bubble
all
gun, my
know.
brother.
Yep.
Dude, the bubble gun
You
was
must
like
have the bubble gun.
best. Yeah, and he had it at Comic Con because normally he would use it at his studio, but he was like, I don't know if I should use that at a con. Like, I don't want to have bubbles and floor gets wet or blah blah blah. Nah, he's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna use the bubble gun.
Right.
And he did not use the bubble gun the entire time at the con until I showed up.
Because it's you.
Because it's
Because
you
it
in a
was
fucking
Wade.
Wade mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Because
but yeah,
only
like,
Wade would use, because only Wade would use a bubble gun.
Are you ready?
You did you.
But yeah, but no, but like that's cool though. Like you got a photographer that could you could easily contact and then like, hey, got an idea for this, got an idea for that, and then just boom,
Yeah.
make magic.
Like I will say, like of all the photographers that I really have actual good connections with,
Yeah,
it is the biggest pain in the ass is just finding a time because I know all
yeah,
three of these guys, they all have lives and shit. So I'm just like, whatever's convenient for you, I can make work.
yeah. And that's
So
I do have
don't.
yeah, and I do have a buddy who used to do photography, and like he did photos for me like way back then when we were like, I don't know, 17, 18 years old or whatever. So he was really into photography. But the thing is with him, it's like, okay, he'll take like really badass photos, but he will take forever to like edit and then show it to you and everything. Versus like
Yeah.
somebody who's a professional photographer, like they'll get all that shit cleaned out, edited, whatever, and then boom, you get it like within 7 days.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, especially with photographers, especially on a professional level, if they're working by themselves, not only to take a professional photo, but to edit them too,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're essentially I say master of the craft, but really, like, no one's a real master, like, unless they've been
right.
doing it for like 10 plus years. But in this
Yeah,
case,
yeah.
he's a master of his craft, so if he's gonna do it, he's gonna want to do it right. So I don't necessarily
Or he
blame.
wants,
Oh yeah,
or he wants
to,
Mhm.
he wants to master.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think in the sense that yeah, he took so long, but the end result that you got was pretty
Oh
fucking
yeah,
good.
like it's like basically worth the wait.
Yeah.
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 And but my photographer, like he actually has somebody who does the editing for him. So thus he's not by himself. But anyways,
Gotcha.
He's not
but
lonely.
yeah. So I want like I'm kind of like curious, like would there ever be a day where Remorse and Shorzy and their OCs will do a professional photo shoot? Would you ever do it?
I would jump on it, to be honest.
The same. My problem is to get a professional photo shoot done. One, to get the scratch for it is pretty difficult, and to find someone who will take the time to either A, go to a con, which yeah, you find a lot of them out there, but the problem is they
Yeah.
work with people who are more, I say dedicated, that's not the right word. They want people who are in a more professional sense in cosplay. And
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
one time I did, and I was decently dressed for my OC, not the full kit, because I had to. This was a pretty hot day, so I wanted to dress for comfort. Because I was not
Right.
Yeah.
going to be like walking around just going, please kill me. So I was like,
Yep.
Yeah.
That happens.
and
Yeah.
Sorry.
this dude's just like fucking eyeballing me. It's just like, fucking not gonna happen. I was like, well, fuck you too, you prick. So I was like, fuck this.
I'm just gonna piggyback on what you're saying, and I would also just say, and this is my own experience. I would also just say you do like when it comes to photography. I would say it's also good to have like somebody who you can connect with.
Mm.
To where it's just like it's not just a one-sided thing. Like obviously, the photographer is going to be taking the pictures and whatnot, but the photos and all. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like it's my character, it's my costume.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit like that.
I
So.
want to bring this character like to life, and I want to make this character look good. Can you please help me
Yeah.
do that?
Right.
Yeah, and that's all of our goals for our OCs is you want to bring your OC, your character to life, and with me and Wolf, like we've done that through photographies and also like even through stories and everything.
Yeah.
So, and it's just a really cool idea, like, and especially like yeah, you had to find the right photographer, to capture your character the way you feel, or like, but then again, it's also a collaboration with yourself and the photographer to make
Yes.
like that that
Exactly.
art. So
Yeah.
but I'm curious one day, like I'm hoping to see one day that Remorse and Shorzy would do like a photo shoot with in their OCs. Like
Hell yeah.
that way, yeah, that way we could have like a Fatal Four or whatever, or Connect Four, like all of our OCs, like on
Four
our picture.
horsemen.
Yeah, four horse. Hey, there you
Hey,
go.
I like
Four
that.
hours. Hell yeah.
I
The
like it.
four nachos.
The four Nacho
Four
Horsemen.
nachos.
The four nachos. Nacho horsemen.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
It's so good.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
oh man, we're going back to food, aren't we?
Yep.
Dude, it is like
Why
it
is
is
it that some of our conversations just revolve around food?
I don't
because we're
know,
starving.
but I mean,
That's why.
yeah. And speaking of food, so another thing that was brought that I brought to the server is like, okay, Halloween time. It's not celebrated everywhere.
Mhm.
As far as like, I mean, if applicable, like okay, like
Mm.
Halloween candy. I would
Mm.
say like the worst Halloween candy, like especially seasonal, the worst one, candy corn. I
Jolly,
am
Yep.
not a fan of candy corn.
jolly
Me
wenches.
neither.
Um, see, I know the three of you three are gonna go on a fucking massive rant when it comes to Halloween stuff. But in Australia, we have very, very mixed opinions. Like, we've got people that'll go out to do like fucking Halloween parties and that sort of shit. That's like, it makes sense. The trick or
Yeah.
treating side of things
Right.
is very, very American. Like, it's only
Which yeah.
recently in the last, I think, 10 years that people, well,
Mm.
probably not even that, maybe 5, 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
that more people in Australia have started to do it.
Trick or
Like,
treating?
yeah, trick or treating. Like, I've only done it
Really?
once. Yeah, I did it
Yeah.
once. The the thought process that I had was when I went to do it for the first time, it's just like, oh, everyone's getting on board. We can go trick or treating and like we'll stop at every house that has decorations. And I'm walking through this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
There has like in this particular suburb that we walked in, there's like maybe 50, no, 60, 70 houses in this area.
Right.
Out of all of them, there were
Yeah.
maybe 5 houses that were set up for decorations and trick or treating that entire time.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like I said, it's not really Halloween itself
it's
is
just not a common thing
yeah,
over there,
it's
right?
the trick or treating side of it. It's not a common thing here in Australia. The Halloween side of
Sure.
things, like people, like I said, people go out for Halloween parties. They'll do this and
Yeah.
that and blah blah blah. But yeah,
Dress up, block parties,
Yeah.
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
The in terms of
Yeah.
sweets stuff, currently my favorite thing, one of my go-tos is
Mhm.
Zappos.
Zappos. What
Mm.
is Zappos?
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Oh God, how do I explain this? Well, I've already ripped the packaging in half. Shit. Hang on. What I'll do is I'll take a photo of it and I'll throw it in the chat for you guys. With
You just hear like the sound of like tape. Hold on, let me put it together.
That's
Like, yeah, let's put it back together, guys.
nope, that was my zipper.
Oh, God damn it.
Let me put some pants on.
Hang on, I found it.
So Zappos, is that like a chocolate? Is it like a sweet or?
It's a sweet. It's like a fruit flavored
There you go.
sweet.
There you go. I
What?
just put it in chat.
Sweet?
Yeah, essentially that.
Let me see.
So, like taffy?
I've never tried taffy, so I have no idea.
Okay.
Hang on, give me a second.
Like a.
Like
Oh, they're also freeze drying this shit.
a taffy? The way you said it, taffy?
Happy?
Wow.
Gary?
Yes, it's called a Canadian lift. Fuck off.
I hear
You
taffy.
all
All
can
I think
fuck
is
off
the
with that
laffy
shit.
taffy. Do the laffy taffy.
Do that
Oh my
laffy
God.
taffy. Do that laffy taffy. But
That
yeah,
is actually a.
That song always like
No,
I feel
that-
like
Laffy
bothering
Taffy
to
is
feel it.
actually a brand of taffy here.
Hmm.
I'm
But yeah.
not even kidding you.
but yeah, this
Laffy Taffy.
this
I feel
is
like
like
it'd be,
sort
like,
of my
going
go-to.
by.
It's like not my favorite thing in the world, but it's nice and sweet, and like
Yeah.
I'll have a packet like once in a blue moon. But there
Yeah.
was another one. It's I don't think it's an international brand. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's like a there's like a Dairy Milk block chocolates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Okay.
that, but coconut flavor.
Coconut.
Almond?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of coconut.
Nah,
Yes, sir.
I can't see I am either. But
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 'cause
Almond.
you
I
not
mean, I like almonds.
you not nutty enough.
No. But I do the Laffy Taffy. Don't you want the Laffy Taffy?
fuck's sakes.
You ain't even with the panda hat.
I tell you, Laffy Taffy.
Oh my god.
It's that same shit again
Yeah.
with the treader.
Another candy that I am not a fan of is a Tootsie Roll.
What the fuck is a
Really?
Tootsie Roll?
Yeah.
Tootsie Roll is like it's originally like a chocolate, like a chocolate taffy.
Hang on.
It's not a gummy, but it's like a taffy.
No.
Like it's just
Yeah.
It looks like something like a massive rat would shit out. Like they're very like originally they're like yeah.
Like, he makes the joke, but he's not exactly wrong.
He's
either.
not wrong. Oh, here. Here's a
So
visual.
you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. But
I mean,
Jesus.
Oh my
Not
God.
really wrong.
Yeah.
There's different flavors of Tootsie Rolls, but like
Yep.
the original one was like supposed to be like a chocolate flavored one.
Yep, it does look like something
Yeah.
a rat would shit out.
How I
I mean,
describe it
it's-
is like you melt chocolate with molasses and let it set for a bit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Or just leave it on the sidewalk. See what happens.
See, I don't like Tootsie Rolls either, but I like Tootsie Roll Pops, like the lollipops. Are
yeah.
fine.
I couldn't get into those. Like I'm just not a Tootsie Roll fan. Like with the Tootsie Roll
That's-
Pops, like
that's
okay,
fair.
whatever. Yeah. But I prefer like the freaking what was it the bubblegum blow pops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Or
like
double
you know.
Bubble Pop. I remember those.
Bubblegum pops. Of
Yeah.
course, like, and that's because the thing is, like, with me, like, trick or treating as a kid, it's like you don't just go to the next street over or your own street. Nah, you go to the rich fucking people's houses. You go to their street. You go to their streets and get the good candy.
Right.
Whether it's like Kit Kat, Snickers, like all the good candies.
Oh fuck yeah!
You
But,
go to like a poor street area, you're gonna get like fucking bootleg versions of like everything. And they
That's fair.
taste
Yeah.
Wade going from the ghetto to a rich people home.
just pretend that you're kind of wealthy.
It's just like,
Yeah,
si, senor. Si, senor. I live just down the street.
I don't know about this peasant here. Ew.
Where's your father from? He's Puerto Rican.
Good sir, where are your parents?
My father's in New York City. He's Puerto Rican.
Sir,
When it comes to
why are you? No,
Halloween,
like, sir, why are you even here? You do not deserve any of these delicious treats. Why do you even have a reason, or what is your purpose? Because I'm 25.
Give me the goddamn candy.
Pulls out Glock. It's just like, this is a robbery. Give me your candy.
Give me all the chocolates. Chocolates.
Dude could have like stacks of fucking money just like stuffed in his pockets. It's just like, give me your fucking candy. It's just like, oh, I've got money. I don't want your fucking money. Give me the goddamn candy. It's Halloween. Halloween. Trick or treat, bitch.
And there better not be any fucking candy corn, all right?
Better be that fucking king size. I don't want that fun size shit.
No fun size. Hell, king size. No candy corn. No Tootsie Rolls. You give me all that good shit now.
Fucking god. Oh,
I mean, I'll say for me, like I've always
maybe
enjoyed.
a picture of your wife. What?
Whoa! Whoa! That went left field real fucking quick.
that went from 0 to 100 real quick.
I mean, then again, though, it's Wade. We expect that shit out of left field from him.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
you
true.
divorced. Oh, you divorced. Well then, just give me the candy.
Oh my god. God damn it.
Oh, you're divorced? Oh, you're divorced. Oh, sucks to be you. See you later.
Dork.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Loser.
God damn it, Wade.
Oh my god.
And I was gonna say, like, I'm like one of my go-tos. Doesn't matter if it's Halloween or not. Like,
Jolly wenches.
it will always be like
Oh,
Butterfingers
Oh, and
or
also
fucking
yeah,
Reese's
or
Cup.
like where more said, some Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly
Oh, hell yeah.
Ranchers.
But not for me.
Can't go wrong.
When it comes to sweets, whether it's Halloween or not, when I get sweets for myself, I always go for sour candies. So I go for like sour Jolly Ranchers and
Do you all have Warheads?
yes, I
Oh
I
yeah.
fucking love
Those-
Warheads.
Those are way too sour for me.
That's
I
because
fucking love
that's because
those.
you's a pussy.
Because I can't do sweets. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm diabetic, so I
But,
can't do sweets.
Also,
So
that.
yeah.
When it comes to like Halloween candy,
Reese's.
or like for Wolf and Wade, what you guys call Smarties.
Oh yeah, I still have
Smarties for
some.
you guys, they go by a different name for up here in Canada. They go by Rockets,
Rockets.
Huh.
and yeah. So,
Oh, I thought you were talking about the chocolate Smarties.
oh well, those two,
No.
but you know,
Yeah, he's
no,
talking
but I
about
mean like the Rockets.
Smarties, yeah.
I know,
I mean, like,
I know what
yeah.
you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about, though. I actually still have
So
some.
for everybody else here, remorse. What
Where's this going?
what Rockets are pretty much like sugar pills, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
just condensed sugar.
Here's your dose of diabetes.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
Salud.
Thank you.
But and the funny thing is that in the past, these things were actually made of gunpowder. And I'm not even kidding. They were not sold as candy. They were sold. They were made out of gunpowder, so that soldiers didn't have to continuously carry a giant satchel of black powder on them that could potentially go off at a freaking moment's notice.
What
Oh,
the
damn.
heck?
So they they actually added sugar to help it like wet sugar to help it condense itself into little pucks. And they would load those into load a few of them into muskets, and be good to go.
That's
Interesting.
And just evolved into like pure sugar.
And this is all like, where did this take place? Like in Canada, US, like
Yeah. Canada.
Oh, okay. So okay, so we're gonna all right, so next topic. Haunted places, ghost hunting. Would you ever go to either one?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
So I would
mean-
like I wouldn't like I would like to go ghost hunting one night, you know? I've been like
Yep.
me and my friends, like we've always talked about it, but we never get the chance to do it because there's not really much places that we know of here in the in my home city. Yes, there is an old courthouse, but it's completely blocked off and it's always secured because homeless folks, they always break in just to
Yeah.
get shelter. There was another building which had paranormal activity. It was called the Smith Building. Ever since I was in high school, like one of the students, she brought a videotape saying her brother went to this building and caught footage of like a shadow of a little girl, etc., whatnot. So she brings the videotape to class, and the teacher plays it, and you can see like a little girl like some spots because like the guy is like holding like, again, this is like years ago, old camera, VHS camera,
Yep.
and
Can't hold it properly to save his
Just-
fucking life.
exactly. So, and of course, it has that. It looked like it had like the 80s, 90s filter with the static or discoloration
God.
from the top and bottom screen.
Yep.
Jeez.
So, but you see this guy like just walking through the halls, and you can hear stuff being thrown. And he peeks over towards one of the rooms. He sees like a dark figure, which looks like a little girl standing in the corner. The guy freaks out, starts booking it. Like he just guns it. He's like, "Fuck that shit!" And he's looking at, and the guy is like looking for his friend. His friend is at the fucking front door holding a big old fucking cross. He's like, "Oh no, I'm not going in there, boy. I'm not going."
The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah, so the
Jesus.
guy goes. So the same guy goes back in to walk around. Hears a loud bang, and one of the ladders that was leaned towards the wall fell over, and then later on, the guy's just walking down the same like another hallway or corridor. Then you see like something like just from top to bottom of the screen. Of his lens. From top to bottom, which looked like a bony hand,
Mm.
like a dark hand, just from top to bottom of the screen. So I'm thinking, like, man, like if we could get in there, see where it's at. And I remember I found the address, I found where the building is. Turns out, like, it is not haunted at all. It was a fucking hoax.
Ah.
Oh,
So the guy that was recording, along with his buddy, they were there to do fucking construction. They were there to fucking redo the place, and they
Yep.
planned the whole fucking thing.
Of course.
And I was like, dude, come on. So that was a potential place to go, ghost hunting, but it's fake. But yet there's still that old courthouse, but there's no way to get in. Other than that, I wouldn't mind ghost hunting or visiting like a haunted. So I mean, just to get the experience. Like that's me. So I don't know about you guys, but like that's just me.
Oh yeah. I
I'd
actually
be game.
used to work at a place that's haunted.
Mhm.
Years ago, I worked at a cafe in downtown. This cafe was renovated from an old hotel,
Oh.
and from everybody who's worked there will actually tell you, yeah, that place is fucking haunted.
Right.
Where at the time the sous chef got hit in the back of the head by pots that were secured pretty much above the stove.
What?
Oh yeah, like there is no physical way for them to drop, and yet shit hit them, and pots and pans have hit him in the back of the head. You stay you stay in the back of the kitchen long enough, and you will hear voices.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard them myself.
So you've had experience with paranormal?
Oh, big time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, you go anywhere, like, pretty much go anywhere downtown, and 9 times out of 10, you're going into a haunted building.
Okay. So, I want to say I do have a. I want to say it's a paranormal experience, but then again, I was young. But I want to also hear from Remorse and Wolf if or haunted places and all this stuff first.
Wolf, you want to go first?
Yeah, I definitely had an experience or number of years ago. Well, actually, there's a couple. So, when I was younger, I was in Boy Scout Cub Scout. Sorry, we went out to one of the Civil War battlefields for a camp out. Now, we weren't directly on the battlefield itself, but of course, like we're a little ways away. But like all the park guides and stuff are saying, like, yeah, just so you guys know, a lot of soldiers have not been able to find peace. So be respectful at night. And we're like, okay. And in the middle of the night, I had to, I had to do my business. So I get my buddy, I get my tent buddy, and I'm just like, hey, go with me. And as we're coming back, we start hearing some voices. And I'm like, okay, I don't recognize any of these voices. Initially, I'm thinking it's another troop or whatever. We look around, we don't see anybody. And then we keep going forward. And then next thing you know, I saw what looked like a Civil War soldier. It scared the shit out of me. And of course, I was like, don't scream, don't scream. We just started walking a little bit faster.
Oh, yeah. Because that's
you
about
know,
all you
not
can
trying
do.
Exactly. Plus, I'm just like, we were told be respectful, and then they were like, if you see one, just keep moving, let them
Do
be.
not engage. Do not engage.
Do not engage. They won't bother you. Sometimes they just show up just to say hello and make sure, like whatever, just to say, hey, I'm still here, whatever. But I was just like, I was too scared to do anything else. So I was just like, fuck it, just gonna keep moving.
Just keep swimming.
Just exactly.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Meanwhile, that's all Wade can do is be suspicious.
I don't do stealth.
Jesus Christ.
Did you mean fully automatic unsuppressed?
No.
Oh Jesus.
What about
Um,
you, Remorse?
I can't say I've had.
Or like, are you a believer or just never had experiences?
I've personally never had an experience to that extent. Um, the one thing that I can relate to the most is, sorry, relates probably not the best word to use. Thinking back to understanding uh, that there is like something else out there
Mm-hmm.
would have fuck, how do I put this? Alright, so with Norse mythology, some
Right.
particular gods are symbolized with crows and ravens, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Some are either gods of death, war, or they could be just represented in a different way, but for some, it's always a raven or a crow. Now,
Mm-hmm.
where I was living at the time, there was the rare occasion I'd be walking by myself or with my family. It was rare to see a crow or a raven, especially in the area that I was living in. Now,
Mm.
thinking back to it, the times that I did see ones, they would always be sort of eyeballing me, like sort of like looking at me and my family
Mm-hmm.
if we were together. And upon recently discovering my faith, sort of figured out that the one who could be watching me has been watching me my whole life, or possibly my whole life, or maybe
Yeah.
even possibly other members of my family.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
in regards to another spiritual sense,
Right.
um, I do believe that my granddad, I definitely believe that he watches over myself, my family,
Mm-hmm.
another buddy of mine
Hell
who
yeah.
passed away last year. I believe that he watches over me and some friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he'll always he'll pop in, throw in his 5 cents and be a cheeky fuck just because he can. But yeah, in regards to ghost hunting, I'm gonna take a hard
like
pass. Like, I think
like you wouldn't be ever so curious to try it once.
not to that extent. One, because I think if a place is haunted and it's abandoned, there's a good
Mm-hmm.
reason for it. It's been abandoned, it's taken over by spirits who want to be at peace or eventually lose
Just want to be left
themselves
alone.
in peace and they want to be alone.
Yeah.
Eventually, they will move on into the next realm
Yeah.
or to the next life once they have driven themselves enough to madness to eventually die in a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual
I
sense
mean that, or
to move on.
yeah, that, or they just refuse to pass on. Like they're just so attached to whatever location that they're at.
Yep.
Um,
Hmm.
Yeah.
but yeah. So I mean, like with me, when I was a wee little Wade,
Wee little weed.
when
You
I was a
little.
wee little Wade, and I remember this specific night, like when my parents were together, when they were married, and I don't know where my mother was, but I remember being in my parents' bedroom. It was my dad, my younger brother, and myself. We were sleeping in the master bedroom, and I remember we had a red night light on, and I was on the very edge of the bed. So my brother would sleep in the middle, and my dad would sleep on the other end of the bed. So it's the middle of the night. I remember I fell out of bed. I guess because I toss and turn a lot. I fell out of the bed, whatever, and I see I fall next to where the red nightlight is at. So I get up. I'm on my knees. I'm at the side of the bed, and I could see my shadow like from the nightlight towards the wall on the opposite side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just staring at what I thought was my shadow. So the shadow starts like moving its head like side to side.
Bro.
So I'm like, oh, that's me. So I start moving my head side to side. And then I'm still moving my head to side. And then I stop. The shadow keeps going. And then it finally stops. And I'm like, okay. And then I just remember seeing the shadow just go to just pretty much like just quickly to the left.
Oh, fucking hell.
It just took off. And I'm like, okay. So I just crawled back into bed and I went back to sleep.
Shit. Turn off
We
the
ain't talking
lights
about
and go
that.
back to sleep.
Nope.
And it's so weird because like it was a house, like the house that I grew up in. Every time I would have like a nightmare, it's always in that house. So I'm thinking like there's got to be something there. Like I don't know.
I do recall,
Yeah, I
like,
get that.
there are certain creatures or certain spiritual creatures that
Mhm.
will attach themselves, especially not just to a place, but will force people out, not by
Yep.
scaring them to death, but give them nightmares to eventually make them want to leave the home. Because in that
Yeah.
sense, because you said you've had nightmares only in that house.
Yeah, only that house from when I was a child. Like, and that house is like, many years ago. But still, it's like every time I have a nightmare, it's always in that specific house. I don't know why. It's just weird.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, I
I
mean,
remember, yeah.
oh, sorry. Sorry.
No,
Go.
no, because I was gonna say it because like another nightmare that again, long time ago, and yet it's still like I could still remember bits and pieces of it where I was being hunted by a lion. Again, that house, out of all places, I could have been in the safari or somewhere, but for some reason, like that house, like I was being hunted by a lion. And I remember running outside and running two houses down for to one of my neighborhood friends, from childhood, and they had this big old like SUV, old SUV, in the back. I guess like the bedding of it, like they will put like a mattress, so that was like it was basically like a little camping little area.
Yep.
Like they put a mattress in there and this and that, and I remember like just opening the window lid and crawling in there just to hide from the lion. And I'm like peeking through the window, like, okay, like, is it gone? Is it gone? And I clearly see like the lion like walking outside my front door of my house at the time, and it's looking around, and then it turns left and sees me directly where I'm at, like, like I found you. And then I just remember just waking up like with my heart beating like so fast, like, oh my god,
Wow. Fucking hell, bro.
yeah,
That's nuts. Man, you remind me of this, like, so, like, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys before, like, I lived in Japan, like, when I was younger.
yeah,
Konnichiwa.
Yep.
And so I was about 4 when this happened. And my family, like, we go to this temple. There's a specific area like, open yet closed off all at the same time. And we were told by this tour guide, like, hey, you see that pile of rocks there? Don't mess with it. And of course, I'm 4 years old. I'm not listening to shit. I
Yeah.
see rocks. I'm like, I'm going to kick them.
You messed with the rocks.
I messed with the rocks.
You
Why would you do
dingus.
that? Why would you do that to Dwayne?
He had it coming.
He messed with the rock. He messed with the rocks.
And of course, I don't learn. It's like, so basically what happens is like I start having my own little nightmares, and I'm having like this weird shit happen to me during like the day at school and shit. And of course, the tour guide I guess, had like a nephew or some relative who also went to the school I was going to at the time, and she was just like, you messed with the rocks, didn't you?" And I was like, obviously, 4 years old. I'm just like, no, no.
So you took
And
her
she's
head.
just like, I think so. I don't remember.
No.
But
You were cursed.
yeah, no,
Weren't you?
I was. No, I had like some kind. So it seemed like it was some kind of like I feel like it was an oni of some kind.
It would have
But
been.
it was it only bothered me for like literally for about like a month or so. But I think because it was like, you know what, it's a child. Let me just scare it a little bit just to teach him a lesson.
Let me make
Yeah.
him my bitch.
But I also feel like, and this is actually, kind of what you were saying, Remorse. And this is something I eventually learned. Like, it just like I actually had my deity kind of looking out for me the whole time, and that's actually, and I've come to the conclusion saying that like, yeah, that's probably why this thing only messed with me for a short amount of time,
Yeah.
as opposed to continuing to mess with me my entire life.
So it's like more like spiritual, like not like paranormal. Like,
Yeah.
I think
like
they sort of fall under the same category, I guess. But like
yeah,
More or less.
we see
yeah,
paranormal.
yeah, as negative and spiritual as positive. Like
I
that's
guess,
Yeah.
Right.
like
but I think
if
But
that
there
makes
is
sense.
so much overlap there. There is so much overlap between the
True.
two.
There is.
I think
When you really think
Yeah.
about it.
paranormal, in a sense, I think brings out the fear in everyone because it's always this very mysterious or very creepy sort of sense, like
Basically,
seeing
yeah,
the
the
Mhm.
Yeah.
unknown.
driving past a
Yeah,
dark road and it's a woman in
yeah,
white, and you turn around,
yeah,
she's look back and she's gone. All of a sudden, she's
yeah.
in your
It's
fucking
yeah,
passenger seat, and she's gone again.
yeah. It's just basically the fear of the unknown.
Hmm.
But as
Yeah.
far as like spiritual wise, it's like okay, like it's there, it's present, but it really depends on how you take it, like
How do
how
you
you
interpret this
yeah, how do you
Yes.
specific
interpret
fear?
how are you going to input that that process or thought process. So like
Yeah.
you mentioned remorse, like with crows and ravens.
Ravens.
Hmm.
So you were mentioning like okay, it's like past folks that are watching over, and but never once you felt like fear or negativity
I didn't.
or danger.
Yeah, like I didn't feel anything negative about it. I didn't feel like I was in danger or anyone else was in danger. But it's the thing is when you're young and people tell you all these things, you tend to believe it like right off the bat.
That's
It's
Yep.
just like, oh, this must be
that's true.
fact.
Yeah,
Like someone older than me
that is true.
must be right.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I remember my sister telling me it's just like, and partially true, that crows were an omen, like a sign of death,
Mhm.
which in a sense was true. But the thing was, my family, given my family's own history of being warriors, because my
Mhm.
Mhm.
my dad was a soldier, my brother is a soldier. Previous on both sides of my family have a long history of military service. Now, obviously, they've gone to battle, they fought. My dad, he'd never mentioned that if he I know that he was in conflict. I don't know if
Mhm.
he's ever taken someone's life. He's never mentioned it. I know my brother was deployed. He's never said that he fought. He's never said that he was in conflict. He's never said that he's killed anybody. I will
Mhm.
never ask them if they have.
Right.
The association, I think, with it is because soldiers are viewed as warriors, so death will
Yeah.
follow them where they go.
Ah.
Yeah.
And of course,
So is
That makes sense.
there's
uh-huh.
the
Hmm.
Viking, thing. The Norse way of their version of going to heaven is to die in war. So the path to Valhalla is to die
So
in violence.
does
Yeah.
this lead to the Raven?
It
Yeah.
comes back to the same thing. So like crows and ravens
No,
are
same thing.
associated with gods of death and war.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Or, in some cases,
So, yeah.
Odin.
in this case, Odin, yeah. Well, he's a god of knowledge, but also as well,
Yeah.
he would also lead the charge of war. In this case, also
Yeah.
a god of war and death.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. And I've just
Must be hard
realized
being the
we have
All-Father.
been streaming for 1 hour and 43 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
And it
we them
is
boys.
nearly 4 o'clock in the
We
morning.
didn't.
Oh,
You
shit.
go to. You need to go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna mention something else, but nah, like if you need to go to sleep, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm like starting to fade. I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
So
let's
anyways.
cut it there. You get some
Yeah,
sleep,
yeah. Let's cut it there. 'cause
and we'll be back
yeah,
at it.
we've already covered all the topics that we wanted to discuss. So yeah, we're good. Ready to close it out.
Ready to close it out.
Yeah,
Ready
shit,
to
boys.
chill it out for the next month and see how we go. And
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
sir.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. Guys, it's always good to catch up with yous, and I hopefully
Always.
look forward to, playing some games with you boys, catching up on some Call of Duty or something like that.
God damn.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are
We gotta do some
lacking.
toxic bullshit.
Yeah, because we are lacking
Yeah.
in some fucking Call of Duty.
Yeah, I've been playing some of the Halloween content, and it's no,
Pussy.
no, because
They've
I
got
can't do this shit. I
advertising,
can't
yeah.
do this shit by myself. I need the boys.
Oh, wait.
You never.
He needs the boys. He's calling
needs the
for
boys.
us.
He's calling, boys.
I'll tell you what, like, I'll get some sleep, and if you guys are on later on, we'll play some Call of Duty, and we'll do the horror stuff.
We'll do it.
Call it booty.
Alright?
Call it booty.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Alright, Alright, boys.
All right, boys.
Call it there. Y'all take it easy.
Yep.
Yeah. Go get some
Peace.
sleep.
Depending on
Chicken
what
grease.
time I may join, I may not, just because there is a night market going on tonight. So
No worries.
Oh, that's right. Somebody
yeah.
has a life.
No, look at me.
Hey,
No, look at me. My name's
Here's the
Shorzy.
season
I
to be
go to the
spooky.
night market.
Fuck you, Shorzy. That hasn't been said at all. Fuck you,
No,
Shorzy.
Charzy.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
motherfuckers.
Alrighty, boys. Y'all take it easy.
You too, bro.
Later.
Later.
Thank you for
Later.
tuning in. Thank you,
y'all.
everyone.
Thanks for
for
tuning in.
tuning
See y'all. Just remember, give your balls a tug, tip fuckers.
Yeah,
Jesus
happy
Christ.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's. By
It's
the
not-
time you
it's not
listen to
Christmas.
this. Oh, okay.
Hey Hershey's, we want a sponsorship.
For fuck's sakes.
Taco Bell, we want a sponsorship. Nacho Fries.
Oh my.
Oh god.
Oh,
I'm never gonna hear the
Come
end of
on,
it.
I'm here.
If I end
it
up
never
with
gets old.
if I end up with
It
a
never gets
sponsorship
old.
deal, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
No, you will not.
Never.
Alright.
Never.
Go to sleep.
Good night, fellas.
Go home. Go
Night.
home.
Later, man. Go home, go bed.
Alright. Well, that was fun. Always good to catch up with the boys. But thank you everyone for tuning in. I look forward to the next episode of the Nachocast. Please take it easy, everyone. Be safe, and happy Halloween.
Poppin' shit like polo, you already know though. I'm fucking up the ozone with all the kush I blow yo. I'm either with my bros or I'm Lolo riding solo. Hopping out the photo, and I don't push no Volvo. My necky got some gold though, it shine up in the photos. Blinging on my fingers, all these rings they call me Frodo. I got a couple pounds smoking like I'm Woody Allen, and I got a couple friends I can call up out in Cali, and buy a couple rounds for these fatties on a patio, but I can't stick around, drink it down and then it's adios. The valley pull around, then I hop up in the audio, so I just pump it past, hit the gas, and I'm outie. Midnight, ever honey rolling with me, you know it's getting hit right. Tryna make it to the big lights, give me a minute, I'ma get it, everybody just sit tight. Tryna be a better man, lend a hand when I can, but the vibes don't sit right. Tryna see what I seen, tryna walk where I been, but the shoes don't fit right. Yeah. Left LA and I'm going right back. Smoke Cali Kush on a hoe right back. Go right back to the crib, smoke a hoe like that. Didn't know he could flow like that. Oh, like that? Like what? When I flow like fast. When I go like that. When I boat like that. You saying, homie, who always wins the gold like that? Live life fast. Don't know my future, but I know my past. And I know my friends, but I'm watching for the snakes, so I'm on my grass. Yeah, I cut my weeds. Yeah, I get my leads. Yeah, plant my seeds. Yeah, I water my trees. And I close my eyes when I feel that breeze. Low key lit. I don't know what else to tell you. They wanna ride the wave like I'm surfing in Australia. Lounging with my lady, eating steaks and lobster tail, yeah. And she rubbing on my genitalia. Hell yeah. Commas in the bank, money coming in the mail, yeah. Band stung by a beat, pockets start to swell, yeah. We ain't in the same boat, that ship's about to sail, yeah. You think we the same? I